Thank you. What's up, y'all? Yeah, like Chris said, my name is Jeff. Damn it, Femi. I know what everyone besides Femi is thinking. I look like a guy that goes to farmers markets. And I do. Y'all. But it is the middle of winter, and so I had to come up with a new Saturday hobby. I think I found it, though. Indoor farmers markets. If you have not been, going to an indoor farmers market for people my age is like going to the club when you're younger. You know? Like you walk in, music's blaring, it's Phil Collins. People are taking shots, it's wheatgrass. And there is hot Italian sausage and unfertilized eggs for everybody. Yeah, middle age. I recently learned middle age technically starts at age 36. No one ever claps at that. You shouldn't. Yeah, 36. Things sneak up on you in middle age. Like, I recently completed a semester of physical therapy because of a sneeze. Shout out to Sammy Sosa. There's a couple sports fans. But it's not all bad. It's not all bad. I still read Yahoo News. Fuck yeah, give it up for Yahoo News. Yes. It's my favorite part of the show. In contrast to your cheers, though, I've been doing that joke, and people have told me that I am the only one that still reads Yahoo News. Oh, fuck yeah, I got two. All right. But yeah, like Yahoo News, it used to be cool, right? Like everybody, you all had the email. When did you leave? It feels kind of like, you know, when I was a kid, when I found out after all of my friends that WWF wrestling was not real. They're like, you didn't know? It's like, I didn't know I was supposed to know. Speaking of things that you might know, did you know that age 37 is statistically speaking your peak year? Yeah. Think about that for a second, along with Chris's tongue thing. Yeah, I didn't really believe it. I was skeptical, so I did a little bit of extra research. It could be true. It's probably true. It could be true. I don't know. But yeah, so in my research, though, I learned that Michelangelo, at age 37, finished the Sistine Chapel. Not bad. Charles Dickens wrote David Copperfield. And Earl Vickers, you don't need to know that guy. He was the first person to translate the entire Bible into Pig Latin. Who is that for? And while we're ending sentences with prepositions, did you see that Merriam-Webster came out a couple weeks ago and said that we can do that now? Yeah. Actually, what they said was, it is permissible in English for a preposition to be what you end a sentence with. Fuck yeah. They worked so hard to make sure that ended with a preposition. Always learning shit on Yahoo News. Oh, Yahoo. Like I said, 37 is your peak year. But a peak year does not mean every day is a peak day. And right now, my peak day, like I'm in bed by 9 p.m. Yeah. And my wife from the kitchen, she's like, hey, boobies. That's my nickname. She calls me boobies. Hey, boobies. Do you want a snack? She's also Southern now. Do you want a snack that doesn't spike your blood sugar and make you cranky? Like, hell yeah. Can I get the crunchy peanut butter this time? She goes, ooh. Like, I heard that sound, but my brain could not compute it. I was like trying to spell it, and I was like, how do you spell that? And like an auctioneer, she was like, big O, big O, da lo, da lo, big O, big O, da lo, da lo. Sold. Oh, yeah. My parents separated when I was a kid. Thank you. I'm still trying to figure out if it's because my mom is a Karen or because my dad died. It's hard when you lose a parent when you're a kid, though, because you lose the right to an appeal. Like, when I was a kid, I would ask my mom, I was like, Mom, can I stay at Josh's and watch WrestleMania? She's like, absolutely not. I'm like, please? I said no. And that's the bottom line because Big Mom said so. Okay, fine. Hey, Dad? Ah, fuck. I can feel some of you being like, ooh, death jokes. Buckle up. So my dad has the most badass headstone. And I've spent way more time in cemeteries than you, so I know this. So he liked to ski, and so his headstone is like shaped like a mountain, which is pretty cool. He also liked to hunt, and so there's like a pheasant flying through the air and like a buck looking all buck-like. The weird part is the pheasant and the deer are alive, and he is not, which is not how he wanted that hunting trip to go. That's my impression. One year, he only had one good arm, and he still went and killed a deer. When I eat cheese, my tummy hurts. He'd be proud. But he would be proud. I'm a junior, which is pretty cool. But it is also pretty weird because when I go visit my dad's grave, I look at a headstone with my name on it. Yeah. I feel like one of these days, like a portal's gonna open up. It's gonna be like a Freaky Friday situation, you know? Like he gets to live a day in my life, and he's like running around, like collecting human experiences, like all of them, like a Pokemon, like gotta catch them all. And he goes back, and at the end of the day, he's on the other side of the portal, and he's like, holy shit, I gotta tell somebody what I just saw. And so he goes over to Princess Diana. For context, in 1997, my dad and Princess Diana died 3 weeks apart, and I was convinced that my mom and Prince Charles were going to get married. So this makes perfect sense to me that Princess Diana and my dad are hanging. Okay, now you know that. So he's like, oh, he goes over to Princess Diana, and she's like, what did you see, Jeff? And he's like, oh my God, it's like time froze. Baggy jeans are still in style. Joe Biden's still around. And that blouse tank top thing that teenage girls wear that picks one favorite shoulder is still around. She's like, oh my. He's like, yeah, there's also Polly Pockets, the TV show Friends, and the Beckhams are still relevant? She's like, is there nothing new? He's like, well, I guess there are indoor farmers markets. Thanks, y'all.